The recruitment for the next Chief Justice could begin in earnest in late November if Parliament's Justice and Legal Affairs Committee has its way. A bill seeking to amend the law on appointment of the Chief Justice proposes that recruitment of a new Chief Justice should begin at least 6 months before the expected retirement date or expiry of his term. And whilst the chair of the committee, Honorable Muturi Kigano, believes the bill could be fast-tracked into law in less than 1 month, legal minds are divided on the legality of this move. Wahiga Maura tells us more.
The final months of the term of Chief Justice David Maraga could be just as controversial as some of his landmark rulings. He chairs the Judicial Service Commission, the body mandated to oversee the hiring and dismissal of judges, amongst other duties. And this commission is seemingly caught between two camps, one pushing for the start of the recruitment of Maraga's successor, whilst another keen to see the recruitment of the new Chief Justice happening only after Maraga finishes his term on the 12th of January 2021.
The issue is not about Maraga retiring now, several months to his term. This is about the intrigues around his replacement, because there are people who want to benefit from the process if it commences now, and there are people who fear they may not benefit from the process if it commences now. So the argument for and against his early exit must be seen through those lenses.
And in a move that could take the stakes of the Maraga succession even higher, Parliament's Justice and Legal Affairs Committee has now tabled before the House a bill that would seek to give the Judicial Service Commission the powers to start recruiting a new Chief Justice 6 months before the expected retirement date of the incumbent. The chair, Muturi Kigano, saying that his committee met Maraga 1 month ago to discuss the transition, and their failure to agree on a way forward prompted the drafting of the amendment bill.
We had asked him to take even leave, terminal leave, but he became, with a lot of respect, he became obstinate and thought he can only take leave he will not at his own pleasure. And we felt that we as a parliamentary wing that is supposed to oversight the judiciary, well, we had a duty to the nation.
The Kangema lawmaker optimistic that the bill could be fast-tracked into law before the end of the year, kicking off an early search for a new Chief Justice. Kigano denying the influence of external parties in his bill.
It is my committee's initiative. We pushed it through the committee without any interference. We saw the need. In effect, the retro I have heard from the executive today is that they learned it from when it was published yesterday.
These transition intrigues did not take place during the retirement of former Chief Justice Willie Mutunga because he exited office 1 year before his term was scheduled to end. But with Maraga choosing to finish his term in office, Section 30 of the Judicial Service Act No. 1 of 2011 and Section 3 of the first schedule to the Act and its interpretation could be put to the test very soon.
The timing is curious and the proposal itself is dubious and could potentially offend the Constitution.
If the law does not prohibit a matter, then consequently it means that it is permitted. So what we are doing is for purposes permitted in the law.
But if the bill becomes law, several questions could be asked. Will a Chief Justice's term be shortened by the fact that the recruitment of his or her successor would start 6 months to the completion of his contract? Will there be a conflict of interest with a Chief Justice overseeing the recruitment of his or her successor via the Judicial Service Commission? And could someone move to court to question some of the rulings of a Chief Justice when the process of recruiting his or her successor has kicked off? Wahiga Mwaura, Citizen TV.